In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NFL games happening on December 29, 2024, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NFL games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start: if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Carolina Panthers versus Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Carolina Panthers are set to travel to Tampa Bay this Sunday afternoon to take on the Buccaneers in a critical National Football Conference South showdown. For the Buccaneers, this game holds significant importance, as a win would secure another division title. The Panthers, led by first-year head coach Dave Canales, have shown signs of progress this season despite their current 4-11 record. Meanwhile, the Buccaneers are sitting at 8-7 and need to finish strong with victories in their remaining games to fend off competition from the Atlanta Falcons and maintain their playoff aspirations. In recent history, Tampa Bay has had the upper hand in this matchup, winning the last 4 meetings against the Panthers, including a victory earlier this month on Carolina's home turf. The Buccaneers have also excelled against the spread in these contests, covering in 4 out of their last 5 matchups. Tampa Bay's offense has particularly thrived against Carolina's defense when playing at Raymond James Stadium, posting 30 or more points in 3 of their last 4 encounters. This trend continued in their most recent home game, a 28-13 triumph over the Raiders, where they also covered the spread. Over the course of the season, the Bucs have been reliable against the spread, winning 9 of their 15 games. On the other hand, the Panthers have faced challenges in road games, losing 3 of their last 4 contests against the spread. Their offense has struggled to generate consistent production, scoring fewer than 16 points in 2 of their last 3 games. Comparatively, Tampa Bay holds a substantial edge on offense, ranking 3rd in the NFL in average yards per game, while Carolina lags far behind, sitting 3rd to last. Despite Carolina's resilience, particularly given their lack of playoff contention, the Buccaneers remain highly motivated to secure a win. With the Falcons facing a tough Sunday night matchup against the Commanders, Tampa Bay recognizes the critical nature of this game. Although the Bucs suffered a recent loss to Dallas, they have been one of the league's hottest teams and have performed exceptionally well on both sides of the ball. Ranking 5th in the NFL in scoring, Tampa Bay's offense is poised to exploit Carolina's vulnerable run defense once again. In their previous meeting, running back Bucky Irving rushed for 150 yards, and he is expected to find similar success this time around. Quarterback Baker Mayfield is also likely to benefit from the return of tight end Kate Otten, alongside wide receiver Michael Evans, giving the Bucs an array of offensive weapons. The Panthers, who surrender the most points per game in the NFL, have struggled mightily on the road, managing only 1 win in 6 attempts this season. While the Panthers are expected to put up a fight, the Buccaneers should be able to pull away in the second half, so the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The game is likely to remain competitive through the first half, but the Buccaneers' potent offense should take control after halftime. With their playoff hopes on the line, the Bucs are highly motivated to secure a win and maintain their position in the National Football Conference South. Their offense has been firing on all cylinders lately, creating big plays on the ground and through the air. Mayfield's willingness to take deep shots and the team's overall efficiency in scoring, currently ranked 5th in the league, should be more than enough to overpower the Panthers' defense, which ranks dead last in points allowed. While Carolina has improved offensively, averaging 25 points over their last 2 games, they likely won't be able to keep pace with Tampa Bay's firepower. When these teams last met in Carolina earlier this month, the game exceeded the point total with 49 combined points. The trend of high-scoring games is expected to continue, as the last meeting between these two at Raymond James Stadium also surpassed the point total. Tampa Bay's 2024 offense ranks among the top 5 in key statistical categories, including yards and points per game, giving them the ability to score rapidly and in bunches. Meanwhile, the Panthers have gone over the point total in 2 straight contests and 4 of their last 5. Both teams rank near the bottom of the league defensively, with Carolina second to last in average yards allowed per game. This defensive vulnerability should create ample scoring opportunities for both sides. Tampa Bay has exceeded the point total in 3 of their last 4 games, highlighted by a 40-point explosion against the Chargers earlier this month. All indicators suggest a high-scoring affair in Tampa Bay this Sunday. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Indianapolis Colts versus New York Giants. Which team will emerge victorious in this Giants versus Colts matchup? This highly anticipated Week 17 clash brings together the Indianapolis Colts and the New York Giants in a non-conference showdown at MetLife Stadium on December 29th. The Colts, with a record of 7-8, are clinging to playoff hopes after a thrilling 38-30 home victory over the Tennessee Titans last Sunday. Meanwhile, the Giants, sitting at a dismal 2-13, aim to end their season on a positive note despite enduring a 10-game losing streak, capped off by a crushing 34-7 road defeat to the Atlanta Falcons last weekend. The stage is set for a game filled with contrasting motivations and stakes. The New York Giants find themselves in a position to potentially secure the first overall pick in the upcoming NFL Draft, a glimmer of hope in an otherwise forgettable season. With an abysmal 2-13 record, this opportunity aligns with their pressing need for a franchise quarterback. Their quarterback carousel this year has included Daniel Jones, Tommy DeVito, Drew Lock, and Tim Boyle, none of whom have managed to deliver consistent results. Last week's blowout loss to Atlanta showcased these struggles once more. Drew Lock completed only 22 of his 39 passes for 210 yards, registering a single touchdown alongside 2 interceptions. Despite boasting young talents like Malik Neighbors, Wan'Dale Robinson, and Tyrone Tracy, the Giants' offense has been alarmingly underwhelming. Defensively, their woes were further exposed as rookie Michael Penix Jr., making his first career start, led the Falcons to a dominant 34-point performance. On the other side, the Indianapolis Colts claimed an unusual yet vital victory in Week 16. Scoring 38 points against the Titans might suggest that quarterback Anthony Richardson had a breakout performance. However, the reality was different. Richardson completed just 7 passes throughout the game. Instead, the offensive spark came from running back Jonathan Taylor, who delivered a historic performance with 218 rushing yards and 3 touchdowns on 29 carries. This remarkable effort kept the Colts' postseason aspirations alive as they remain on the playoff bubble with a slim 14% chance of advancing. To stay in contention, the Colts must win their remaining 2 games and hope for some assistance from other teams' losses. While Indianapolis is motivated to keep fighting, the Giants appear to have their sights set on securing the top draft pick, a goal that losing further games would help achieve. The contrasting motivations of these 2 teams are evident. The Colts are determined to extend their season, while the Giants, amid a rebuilding phase, could benefit from continuing their losing streak. Quarterback options for the Giants, including Tommy DeVito and Drew Lock, have proven ineffective, highlighting their offensive struggles. Recent scoring trends further underline the disparity between these teams. Indianapolis has averaged an impressive 25 points over its last 3 games, while New York has managed just 12 points in its previous 5 outings. Given the forecast of rainy weather, it's reasonable to expect a heavy dose of the Colts running game, featuring Anthony Richardson and Jonathan Taylor. This isn't a game I would be eager to bet on, considering the Colts' penchant for being involved in close, one-score contests this season. Nevertheless, the Giants' performances have been nothing short of dreadful. With them still playing for something meaningful, the Indianapolis Colts to win and cover the spread as favorites ISO or full-game side pick. The Colts' defense has been a major weakness this season, ranking among the league's worst. They have allowed the 10th most points per game, as evidenced by their recent performances. Last week, they surrendered 30 points to Mason Rudolph and the Titans. Prior games saw them giving up 31 points to Bo Nix and the Broncos, 24 points to both Drake May and the Patriots and Jared Goff and the Lions, 27 to Aaron Rodgers and the Jets, and 30 to Josh Allen and the Bills. This pattern of high-scoring games highlights the Colts' defensive vulnerabilities and suggests that even the struggling Giants might find opportunities to score. New York's defense has also been in shambles lately. Last week, they allowed 34 points to rookie Michael Penix Jr. and the Falcons, with Bijan Robinson shining on the ground with 94 rushing yards and 2 touchdowns on 22 carries. Prior to that, the Giants gave up 35 points to Lamar Jackson and the Ravens, with Jackson accounting for 5 total touchdowns. Facing a dominant runner like Jonathan Taylor on Sunday only adds to their defensive challenges. Despite their offensive inefficiencies, the Giants could deliver a surprisingly strong effort in their final home game of the season against an average Colts defense. While betting trends might lean toward the under, Indianapolis should do enough offensively to push the total score past 40 points. The Colts are likely to dominate on the ground, carrying over momentum from last week's high-scoring performance, which saw the over hit by 25 points. Considering the vulnerabilities on both defenses, there's a reasonable chance that each team could surpass 20 points. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Tennessee Titans versus Jacksonville Jaguars. The Jacksonville Jaguars will welcome the Tennessee Titans to Everbank Stadium on Sunday afternoon for an American Football Conference South Divisional showdown. Both teams have endured challenging seasons and have already been eliminated from playoff contention. Despite the lack of postseason implications, this matchup offers intrigue as the Jaguars aim to build on their previous victory against the Titans earlier this season, a narrow 10-6 win on December 8th. With home field advantage this time, Jacksonville hopes to generate momentum and extend their dominance in this rivalry, having won 4 of the last 5 meetings between the two teams. This American Football Conference South clash features the Tennessee Titans traveling to Florida to face the Jacksonville Jaguars. There's no sugarcoating the struggles of these two teams. Both have identical 3-12 records and have suffered numerous lopsided defeats throughout the season. Surprisingly, Tennessee enters this contest as a slight underdog, but they might have a decent chance of pulling off a minor upset. Jacksonville's recent form has been lackluster, with consecutive losses to the Jets and Raiders, both of whom are also among the league's struggling franchises. The Jaguars' defensive shortcomings are glaring, as they've allowed the most passing yards, the highest yards per attempt, and have made the 3rd fewest interceptions while conceding the 4th most passing touchdowns in the NFL. Although the Titans failed to exploit these weaknesses in their first encounter this season, quarterback Will Levis was leading the offense then. With Mason Rudolph now at the helm, the Titans have shown significant offensive improvements. In their last 2 games, Tennessee has scored 27 and 30 points, with Mason Rudolph delivering 4 touchdown passes over that span. Calvin Ridley has emerged as a reliable offensive weapon, and tight end Chigoziem Okonkwo has become a key contributor. However, the Titans' defensive struggles remain a significant concern, as they have allowed the 2nd most points in the league this season. Fortunately for Tennessee, Jacksonville's offense hasn't been much of a threat, scoring just 10 points in their previous meeting and failing to surpass 14 points in 4 of their last 6 games. This matchup is shaping up to be another low-scoring affair, but Tennessee appears better positioned to edge out a victory. Still, the Tennessee Titans to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. The quarterback duel between Mac Jones and Mason Rudolph is unlikely to be a high-scoring affair. Over the past 4 games, the Titans have averaged 20.5 points per game, while the Jaguars have managed only 14 points in their last 5 outings. Both offenses have struggled with subpar quarterback play throughout the season, with Tennessee ranking 28th in quarterback rating and Jacksonville slightly better but still unimpressive at 26th. Given their inability to generate consistent offensive production, this game could end up as one of the lowest scoring contests. On Sunday's NFL slate, their first meeting this season yielded just 16 total points, and a similar outcome seems plausible here. The Titans boast an elite defense, while Jacksonville's strategy will likely center around running the ball, controlling the clock, and limiting the number of possessions. For Tennessee, injuries have further hampered an already struggling offense, leaving the team with more questions than answers. Both teams might benefit more from losing this game to improve their draft positioning, which could lead to a conservative and sloppy contest. Expect an ugly, grinded-out affair with limited scoring opportunities. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.